Welcome to the Wharff Podcast, your source for the happenings in the Wharff family. I'm your host, Paul Wharff. Today's podcast agenda is the Gomez's visit to our new home in Vancouver, Washington. The Gomez family arrived directly by rail on Amtrak, a long 16-hour journey, and arrived late at around 8 p.m. on November 9th, 2005. They were very happy to see us and happy to get off that crazy train. The next day we decided to visit Columbia River Gorge and Multnomah Falls. It was a wet, foggy day, so we didn't stay long, but the kids really enjoyed themselves in the rain and at the falls. Friday, the 11th, was the big day, the trip to go to the big city of Seattle. We decided to rent a van from Enterprise so that we could all be together during our voyage. About 2.5 hours later, we finally arrived. First stop, the famous Pike's Place Farmers Market. Yes, it is true they do throw fish across the room. In fact, Jen ordered a good-sized trout. The fisherman shouted out, "One trout," and proceeded to throw it to what seemed to be another unsuspecting fisherman, who caught it without hesitation. It was cool. At this point in time we were starving. What better place to eat than at Pike's Place itself? The food was good, but of course it was good because we were starving. It's hard to tell in these pictures, but we had a nice seat by the window of the bay. After lunch we decided to head off to the main event, the reason why we came here, the Space Needle. We paid for our tickets to the top, which was very fun because the elevator had windows. Once at the top, there were lots of cool trivia written on the walls like, "Did you know that the entire restaurant rotates using a 2.5 horsepower sewing machine engine?" Wow. You could see the entire city from up here, and even parts of Canada. You could also go out into the observation deck, but it was very windy and very cold. The whole experience was very fun. By this time, we were all starting to get pretty tired. We had a long trip back home, so we buckled in and headed back. Some of us were sad to leave. On the way home, we stopped for a bite to eat. It was good. It was okay. It was kind of delicious, but kind of disgusting. Anyways, but once we got home, where it was warm and cozy, we all just kicked back and relaxed for the rest of the evening. Well, that's all for now on the Wharff Network Podcast. Thanks for joining us, and please check back at a later time for new episodes. Signing out.